Okay. I got some money.
You said some money.
I got some money or something. Okay.
Hey y'all. Welcome.
Hey.
Come on in, have a seat.
I just need it.
We're child support tonight. Don't act like you forgot. You know it's the first. Where's my check? Yeah. Pay me what you owe me. What's up, Venus? Welcome,
Hi,
baby.
Venus. Hey, Vixen.
Come on in and have a seat. Welcome, folks.
Yeah.
The convos. Y'all know who we are. Oh, what you say? Say it again. Who are you?
I'm Kia G.
Hi, guys. This is Kia G.
You love saying that. You love saying that. I like hearing you say it, though. It's funny.
Yeah. Well, welcome, folks. Welcome to Candy Convos. Welcome. Happy Friday. We got some coins this morning.
Oh, mine's hit this morning.
Right, somebody check hit this morning, baby. What's up?
That's look. Usually, when I do get my little something, it usually hit on a Thursday, unless it's a holiday.
I'm here for the comments too, Gemma. Me too. I'm definitely here for comments because today is going to be a day of comments, honey. So, what we telling people what we got done today? What we gonna do today?
Oh my gosh, we have 3 wonderful guests that are going to. We have one guy. Who actually has like real talk. He has like a real like serious story behind his child support. So we're not making light of that situation. Disclaimer. So we have one of our guys that actually is receiving child support. We have a wonderful friend who is a female who's also receiving child support, and then we got the third one, which came from. She's our bald Heaux shit expert, right? Yes. So she was.
I wanted to do some. I ain't bald, but I wanted to do some long hair Heaux shit today. So I said,
so she'll be letting us know what is bald hair Heaux shit. 1, that's for 1, and 2, anything that come up in the show, she the expert, so she gonna let us know what type of shit is bald hair.
I think it's time we let the people meet the people, right?
I think they should.
So let me run that song back. Let me run that song back real quick, because let me go ahead and do some bald head hoe type stuff.
Yeah, let's do that.
Bring it to the stage, ladies and gentlemen. He used to be a stripper down Ebony Inn, back when they had the coleslaw sandwiches 2 for $5. Coming all the way from Power Park, y'all know. We got Big Baby Daddy.
Hey,
you already know. You already know.
Yes, he is.
I'm here for all the shenanigans.
Oh Lord Jesus, help us, God. We gonna get kicked out. We might get fired before we got paid. But listen, we gonna.
I'm definitely gonna get shot.
That's okay. I know how to shoot too. So we're gonna bring back. We got Z coming to the stage. Y'all know her, Miss P. Y'all know her. She in the car. She on her way to pick them kids up, probably, or to drop their asses off because it's Friday. I don't know. She gonna tell us though.
Hey.
Oh, what she
definitely on the way to pick up one.
Hi,
you on your way to pick up one? You on your way to pick up one?
Yeah, going to pick up one I ain't getting paid for.
Oh. Yeah, that's too much. Anybody even try to do that? And then what you said, we had another person too, right?
We got T. Wait a minute, Sweet T.
Sweet T. And Sweet T is our what?
Bald head Heaux shit expert.
Oh Lord. Hey T.
Hey. Sweet T.
Y'all see my arm shake? Excuse me. It was so disrespectful. I didn't mean to show that on camera. That was some long haired fat hoe shit. Hey, watch him out.
I ain't saying nothing.
Watch them out. So anyhow, welcome again for y'all that's just tuning in. Y'all at the right spot. We got a lot of people on the screen, but y'all at the right spot. This is Candy Convos with T and Kia. We got John Z and T, Sweet T here with us because there's two T's and one got a silent I, one got a whole A. You hear what I'm saying? T, because she's gonna be our expert on all things bald head and long head and in between because we is inclusive. One thing about us that Kia and I are inclusive. So I know it's a bald head hoe shit, but I do some long head hoe shit too. And so, you know,
I think we all have bald head hoe shit tendencies. I think I'm gonna have some tendencies.
Tendency, because you know I already got them crack baby tendencies. Let me add another DIM letter to my shit. I might get a check by next week. Fuck that.
Well, wait, it depends. Okay, like what if you haven't gotten a check in a long time, and then when you finally get it, you go to the hair store first? Is that bald head hoe shit?
Yes.
But not if her weave was slipping and she had to go to a PTA meeting. You gotta represent that kid. I'm just saying.
You gotta keep your hair done so you can go to work. So you can fight for the kid.
You can't have your child getting bullied because your mother ain't got no edges.
And
ain't nobody in school.
Oh shit, homeschool. You about right.
That's how you connect.
Zoom videos count.
Better put a wig on.
Because that's really on Instagram. Look at him, his
John say you better put a wig on.
I love that. That's a cute cut, Brad. So listen, audience members, we got a new game that we're gonna play. We're gonna start this new game thing. It's called Candy Convo Sit and Sip game, right? So what we need for you guys is to think of 5. We're gonna take the first 5. We're gonna give one each, and then you guys throw out 5. So the first you guys throw out, we're gonna do, and it's like a never have ever kind of thing, right? So, and we're gonna show a little something. Y'all already know how we do. Where's your refreshments? And this was the proper cup for today because I already know there's gonna be some foolishness going on.
Definitely.
So we're gonna do the sit and sip combo game. This could be from rated PG all the way down to rated R. I'm glad I said that because y'all know I got squirrel moments. If you got kids in the room right now and you don't like other people cussing around them, but you can cuss around them, let them go ahead and go on and play right now.
Yeah.
Send them on and play because I don't need you talking bad about their father or their mother. Right. Wrong folks' business. Send their asses on out the room and tell them heat up some chicken nuggets or something. Oodles and noodles.
How you want to heat up oodles and noodles if they kids? That's dangerous.
No, it's not.
Oodles and noodles. I know 2-year-olds that can make a good ass oodles and noodles.
Listen, that ain't no. Excuse me, audience. Don't do that. Don't do that.
I ain't judging. That's my child gonna be the independent host shit. That's what that one was. So
hi, Nika.
Right, we got our family here. Listen, so go ahead and let your kids go. If you if child support triggers you, go ahead and excuse yourself from this comment.
No, they need to stay.
They need to stay.
Yes.
Okay, well they say
but I understand what you mean because it's some folk when you say child support, their eyes start twitching. They be like, this motherfucker. Like they be going
noodles in the damn thing. Exactly. So I mean, all my disclaimers. If you gotta go to the bathroom, go to the bathroom now. Put your little poison pad on because you might tinkle and sprinkle a little bit. That ain't our problem either. Take your child support check and go on and pay your pay. I'm sure your parent will appreciate you because otherwise they're gonna have to take care of them kids that they pay child support for or not. So just take care of them, protect yourself. That was my disclaimer. Sorry.
Okay. So
we're gonna jump into it. But first I want to Venus up here because Venus says she got a little something. This is probably how she said it too. I got a little something twice, but then he quit working after that. Hey,
she definitely said it with aggression.
She said it with aggression. How she said?
She said it with aggression. She was like, little something.
Little something.
That nigga worked at Target for like 2 weeks and then he quit because they were taking $40 out his check.
Right. Now he worked down at the detail shop.
Yeah. No. Now he sell weed.
He worked under the table.
Under the table. That's what I was thinking.
Under the table.
Special. Right. There you go. What you say, Venus? You coming for check.
Don't get John talking about the stimulus yet.
Yes. I'm about to get I'm about to clap up in this
Oh,
motherfucker.
because listen,
Hey,
them kids
I took a.
y'all
Hey,
got the kids gone. Yeah, the kids should be gone. And Venus said, yes, she did neck rolling all, baby. I knew Venus.
told y'all.
Hey, Venus, side note, Venus, we need some cupcakes for the child. But
We do.
Kia
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Yeah,
right,
do.
Venus. So, Kia, what you got for us? Let's jump into it.
Okay.
No, I was saying, sign me up.
So wait. T, did you explain all the rules about never have I ever? Do people get it?
Yeah, people know. You give us 5 things. Everybody just throws one out there. We're gonna pick the first 5, and it could be something.
And then if they, well, I just want to make sure I'm clear. So if I've done it before, I'm gonna take a sip of liquor.
You're right. I'm sorry. That's correct. So
I don't like the way she pronounced liquor.
She's from Baltimore. She's from Baltimore.
Like she from Waldorf or something.
She's from Baltimore.
Oh, makes sense. Carry on. Carry on. Carry on. Carry on. Carry on.
You can't be on my show talking about Baltimore.
No. Long as she don't say dog, we good. Long as she don't say dog, we good.
Good.
We don't say D-U-G, we say D-O-G. We also say red.
Okay, so listen, y'all get y'all comments. Why anybody drop no comments in it? We waiting for y'all. Drop some comments. One, never have I ever situation. It could be anything. If
Are
you
we doing it now?
if you agree with it, you take a sip. If you don't, you keep yourself there. Kia, you gonna give me one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you guys ready?
We ready.
Okay. Never have I ever fallen down while I was drunk.
So if you agree, you sip. If you fail, you take a sip, right?
Yep.
If you
And
fail,
I
you
never fallen drunk. So no.
I don't know. I think you feel.
I haven't tumbled, but I failed.
I felt without being drunk, but I've never.
You know, never have I ever did a split on the bed.
What?
What?
There's a split. What's a split? A whole split or a cartwheel split? Have I did a split?
What's the last part?
That's the peanut.
You just skipped this one. You just turned.
I was about to say.
Okay, come on, Brian, give me one.
Huh?
Give me one. Never have I ever what?
Oh, never have I ever drove 100 miles per hour. I don't know.
Yeah,
I just did that today.
Oh yeah.
Here we go. Here we go. Here's the ball. Are you ready for this one, T? Never have I ever missed a 1988 payment. Who done missed the 19? Hold on. What store? Wait a minute. What payment is 1988? But I might have missed it too. I don't know. I'm a step.
That's that minimum car payment.
Like what, Miss? What do you mean? Like not pay the bill that was $19?
Yeah. See, you only
That's personal.
Don't sip. You pay your bills on time. That's
personal. Her shit on auto pay.
Right,
she look like she pay her shit on time.
Always good, though.
All right, here we go. Never have I ever been arrested for public nudity.
I ain't never been arrested for nudity. I ain't
No.
pulling my balls out unless we fucking. So it ain't no rest.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get my little 3 minutes in and roll.
Oh, salty balls. That is ridiculous.
Yeah. Car wash balls.
Oh my God.
3 minutes. If the police catch me in 3 minutes, they deserve to catch me.
But the thing is, they gonna catch you in 4 because your fat ass gonna be out of breath before they even tell you.
I said 3 minutes. 3 minutes.
Anyhow, I got one. Never have I ever put powder under my breast on a summer day.
Oh shit! Oh wait, no, you got to do that.
I don't use the powder. I don't use powder. I use Vaseline. I like my shit to slide. I like them to slide. I like my nipples to slide.
Here we go. Listen, never have I ever had hot dogs from 7-Eleven.
Shit.
7-Eleven.
That's how I survived the last 10 years.
Exactly. Right. Jim say she about to be fucked up tonight, right? Me too. We about to be fucked up. You feel? Leilani. Give me one. We ain't even got into the conversation yet. Go ahead, Sweet Tea. What you got?
Oh shoot. I was still thinking of one.
Okay, Z, you got one? Think of one. We got one. Here we go.
Never have I ever down talked my non-custodial parent in front of the child.
Ooh.
I fucked up last week. I fucked up last week.
Once or twice.
Does it count if we're all talking about them?
No.
Yeah, it counts.
Yeah.
It counts. If everybody
Yeah,
talking about
last week, that was yesterday. You was talking about killers.
So judgmental.
Wait, hold on. We got a good one. Venus say, never have I ever wasted a hard one. A hard one. I don't know. I think I wasted some before.
I know I wasted.
What's a hard one?
A hard joke, like you just was like letting it just be hard, and you went to sleep and was like, no. You never was like, no.
I got one.
But I'm a penis. What do you mean?
Okay, don't drink, kid. Never mind. Next.
Baltimore.
Right.
Oh no, because I'll just rub one out.
Okay, excuse me. Sweet Tea. She did the finger. Excuse me, Sweet Tea. I think that was the bald head host that she just did, but go ahead.
I'm not wasting that.
You don't get hard ones, but
right.
I was about to say.
I know. I'm clarifying. Like, was that just for John, or was that? What's your credit? Makes you a little hard when you're about.
Okay. So never have I ever faked the orgasm.
Oh, I've never faked the orgasm.
Me either, because I'm gonna tell you about
feel like it.
I'm gonna take 2 sips.
Is this at 10? How many things did you just do? Never have I ever put $2 of gas in the tank.
I definitely have never put. I don't know. What about back in the day? Is it a time limit?
We ain't talking about when the gas was 89 cents at the bottom of the hill.
I was about to say.
Oh yeah.
Because I remember it used to be like 89 cents at the quickie dump.
Here we go. Here go our last one. I think it's 10. I failed math 3 times.
Oh, that's my sister.
Never have I ever had a one night stand. But damn, how many sips you taking? You counting all of them?
God
I
damn.
They wouldn't go away.
I ain't judging. Well, thank you. But that was our first game. I feel like that was fun. We're gonna work out through them kinks. By next week, we're gonna have it together.
And Aisha, you wrong as fuck for putting that one there. I'm just gonna let you know ahead of time. I'll talk to you tomorrow about that.
I gotta throw this last one in there, John. You know we don't.
Oh no, that's official.
Oh no.
Y'all ain't never went to that hotel that was like a
Continental breakfast.
And had that free breakfast that was next to your hotel.
That Continental.
Listen,
what?
Because you know
I've never done that.
I don't know if
I've never done that.
I don't work nonprofit. Sometimes
somebody asked me to do it, but I was too scared. I was like, they gonna know.
How they gonna know?
Right. All you gotta do is walk in there like you supposed to be there. You put on.
I feel like they were
walk in there with some shorts on and some flip flops.
That's some long hair hoe shit.
Call it what you want.
You got to get dressed for it.
Park shit.
Exactly. Get dressed.
Oh, shots fired. Hey,
get dressed. Get dressed for the Continental breakfast.
That was fun, T.
Thank you. Thanks for playing our game. So get y'all stuff together for next week because we're gonna be playing this every week. So get your stuff together so we can jump you up in here because it's just something fun and we here to.
Yeah.
But look, we want to jump into this conversation though because we're here to talk about child support and like who does it really benefit, right? So the good, the bad, the ugly, and all the in between. So for the audience, so we want to know: are y'all receiving child support? Like that's my first damn question. If y'all are, let me see some money emojis or some corn emojis or I don't know.
Let me get my emojis on.
When I say receiving, let me clarify. So receiving don't mean you get it. Receiving, in my definition of receiving is you supposed. Let me have to change that. Let me say. Hold on. Let me change this because I don't think I wanted to say. Are you supposed to get?
Right.
And that's, are you talking about just court ordered or like even if it's not court ordered?
Even if it's not court ordered. So if it's court ordered, not court ordered, if you know y'all arranged that y'all gonna pay $40 a week, you know, back in 2012, and like, you still based on it.
$40. Let me know. Fill your gas tank up. That is. I don't
That's
think it's
okay, y'all.
aggravating.
We late. Come on in, sis. We waiting for you. All right, we got some callers. We got some dollars. We got some dollars. Kid, what you got? Who you got first? Who's up for a question? My lollipop again.
So, John, my first question's for you.
Yes, ma'am.
So you're receiving child support. I can imagine a lot of people probably are like side eyeing you, like, how the hell is you getting child support? So is that a court ordered arrangement that you have?
Yes, it is a
Okay.
court order.
Can you tell us a little bit about why you applied for child support?
Um, the short version is, my kid's mom didn't like the fact that I had joint. I applied for joint custody, so she went on a hiatus for like 5 years, where she was like missing. I didn't see the kids or anything like that. So the judge gave me custody in order for me to find them. So when I found them, like 4 years later, the judge awarded me child support and custody. So that's how my custody and my child support order came into effect, where she's supposed to pay me money, and I have full custody of my two boys. But
And you know what, John, let me just say this. I know a lot. I know we were laughing a lot in the beginning, but I'm just going to say, if you're comfortable, you John's story is, it touched me. It touched me on the deepest level, because here's a man, a concerned father, and to hear him say, people really don't take parental abduction really
abduction,
seriously,
that's what it
as
was
they
too.
should. And so you work through a particular organization
Black and
that
missing,
actually helped you.
black and missing organization. That's one of the I will forever be in there gracious. If they call me right now and be like, "Yo, we looking for a child. We need some foot soldiers." I'll jump out the house. I'll jump in the car. I hand out flyers. I do whatever. I donate to them. I do their little 5K walk that they do every year.
Do you finish
Um,
the walk?
I try to, but I like turn around halfway.
And
I
maybe
mean,
But
put
they
a
know
little
that.
under.
it's an effort. We
Listen,
appreciate it.
I pay my registration. I pay my registration, so don't judge me.
T,
That's
T,
it. I'm sorry. I had
T.
a spur moment. Sorry.
Go ahead, John. I'm sorry.
But nah, but so I mean, I do what I got to do because the organization is great. They're the ones that told me the definition of, because my issue was I was saying that my kids were kidnapped, Amber Alert, and I was getting nowhere because I didn't understand what it was at that point. And what I
Mhm.
got with the lady's name is Derica Wilson and Natalie Wilson. They're actually sister-in-laws, and
Okay.
they run the business Black and Missing organization. And she told me that she was like, no, what you need to understand is it's called a parental abduction. Soon as I
Okay.
called the police and I said that, and I had my court papers saying that I had custody, they came to my house, and they were like, say it was like 3 years later. They came to my house, they took the
Wow.
full report, and they went full blast with it. I'm talking about Walmart, Missing Exploited Children Foundation was calling me. The milk carton stuff, whoever would be on the people in the back of the milk carton, they were calling me, and they got the ball rolling. They really got the ball rolling. So it was like, I was like, yo, this is what it is. So I'll be forever in their graces. Like
Hmm.
anything that they host or whatever they do, and even after my kids came back, they still looked out for me, make sure we were good. Found a
Yeah.
therapist for them,
Yeah.
got me situated, got them situated, looked out for us, kind of because they came back with nothing. Like they really came back with
Wow.
like not even like the clothes on their back because they were found. They were found in a closet in like Laurel, Maryland by their mother. So to this day, she still doesn't take knowledge acknowledgement of what she did. So that's the biggest part with me and her. She still doesn't acknowledge that what she did is wrong.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
when a person you're dealing with like that doesn't acknowledge what they did was wrong, and the courts are consistently telling them that what they did was wrong, and they still don't acknowledge it,
Yeah.
you're gonna be fighting a battle for years. So I'm about 8 years in now, but as long as my kids are safe, like I don't interact with her on that level. So we don't have that maturity of a relationship. So it's kind of like I just deal what I got to do and then keep it moving.
And that's all that matters. The safety of
Definitely.
the children is all that matters at the end of the day. Child support ain't gonna
Uh-huh.
make somebody safe. You know.
Exactly. Exactly. John, I mean, first of all, I have so much respect for you. I have so much respect for you, and I
That's what's
am
up.
so honored that you agreed to come here and that I've had the opportunity to meet you.
No
Um,
doubt.
I appreciate it. Can you tell us? what was it like that moment when you laid eyes on them after 3 years, or was it the
Yeah,
5?
it was 4 years missing.
4 years.
It was from 2011 to 2015.
Oh my gosh.
So it was just it was weird because it was kind of like I had missed so much time.
Yeah, they were
So
like babies, like
yeah,
little.
they were one was 5 and one was 3. So when they came back, one was 8 and one was like 11, I believe. No,
Turn
one
on.
was 8, one was like 9.
Yeah.
Oh my
So
god.
it was one of the things where it was like they had been so brainwashed that they didn't really know what was going on. So
Mhm.
they didn't know how to take me because they had been fed so many lies. But I tell
Mm,
people, kids remember things. Kids know
yeah,
if something happened to them or something. If you're a bad person, they'll know. Like, okay, well, I know this dude. This dude never did nothing to us.
yeah,
So that's what my case was about. Like, she was trying to say that my kids were abused at my home. So I knew they were never abused, but that was her way of trying to get social services to side with her. And
yeah,
they did. They did. They would say, okay, well, we're going to do emergency custody where they don't go with the father for 30 days. And I was
yeah,
like, y'all didn't even do an investigation. So when they did an investigation, it was like, okay, you know what? The kids were definitely coached to say, we were hurt at our dad's house because he wasn't paying attention to us.
Mhm.
And the social
mm,
workers, like I said, they're trained to hear stuff like that. And when they
hmm,
realize stuff like that, they're like, okay, well, this is some bull. So at the end of
yeah,
the day, they just went through that series of things like 6 or 7 times before social services actually called me and was like, we're not going to take no reports from her anymore. And I was like, well, damn, what if something really does happen to my kids outside of
yeah,
me? I can
right,
protect them, but what if something happens? And they were like, because she filed so many false reports
right,
that it was like we can't even take her serious. So she was end up like trying to sue them, and she still got lawsuits against social services, which I don't know what that's about because at the end of the day, I told her I don't care about the stuff that you're talking about them. That don't have nothing to do with me. I'm not interested in all that. All I want to do is be there for my kids.
Right.
yeah,
So if you
yeah,
want to be a ain't shit mom, then you be an ain't shit mom. It is what it is. It don't got nothing to do with me because I'm gonna take care of them with or without you,
regardless.
and that's it.
Yeah.
Right.
And I think that's like the bigger message. It doesn't matter, like custody wise, or if we get a check or we don't get a check. At the end of the day, you've heard me say this in one of my messages before, T. Um, as a parent, failure is not an option.
Hmm.
And so,
Exactly.
whether the check goes into your account or whatever it is, you still have to make sure that you provide, to me, more than beyond the necessities. There is no court that could put a dollar sign or an amount on
At
your
all.
needs of your
At
children.
all.
And
At
beyond,
all.
yeah, because you want them to have a certain lifestyle, a certain upbringing, values, morals, things that they can pull from as they get older. And so,
Right.
John, what you're giving them is invaluable beyond the child support. And again, you're getting support from our viewers. That you're one of the kings we need.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Trust me. It's
Yeah,
and it's
yeah,
and I tell people all the time, like I help so many guys that go through child support stuff, and I be telling them, I be like, is it really about the money? And they be
Right.
like,
yeah,
man, but I ain't trying to give her $600 a month. I be like, yo, it's not about the money. Trust me, because that $600, do you really think that take care of your child? And he was like, but I want to spend time with my child. I said, now that's a different ball game. If you
yeah,
Right.
spending,
Your
I said,
child.
that's your right. Now, if you're spending your money, you have the legal right in Maryland. A lot of dudes don't even know that. They paying $700, $800 and they don't even have a court order because they won't take a paternity test to
hmm,
establish custody of their child.
hmm,
And I'm
Right.
like, all you got to do is go there and say, I want to establish custody. And it's going to freak the judge out because he's going to be like, well, how do you even know about that? If you come in here with no lawyer, I tell guys, you don't have to get a lawyer. Certain things in child support or the court system is your law. That's a law.
right,
If you're paying for this child, then you have the right to spend time with this child. Even if it's 1 week in a month, you can tell the judge, look, I'm paying the $600, $700. I want my child every third Saturday of the month, or
Right.
Saturday,
yeah,
Sunday. And
yeah,
some dudes, that's all they really want because these niggas, they ain't really trying to be full time dads, some of them, but they want to just be like, I want to spend time with my child. So, and I
right,
applaud them because it starts with that. It starts with just that. And if you really want to be there for your child and spend time with your child, then yeah, you'll get it. You'll grasp it. And then of course, I mean, hopefully my theory is it'll
hmm,
evolve into you just wanting to do it. It's not about the money no more at that time. Because
yeah,
if you get
yeah,
full custody, trust me, full custody come with a whole different ball game.
yeah,
You got to get more than one room. Ain't nobody try to be in the living room and efficiency fucking, and you got your baby and beside you.
Okay.
Give
You know
the-
what?
The efficiency, that sound like some. That's see.
Wait, is it,
Come on,
I'm
see.
just saying. You got
was
some.
that
I'm telling
bald head
you,
shit?
you got some
That
dudes.
was going ahead.
You got some females that y'all know. Y'all know y'all got some females in some one bedrooms.
Z.
Hey, look,
All
the
right.
dude's gonna chime in.
The baby lying next to the dirty clothes camper.
Exactly. And you
Z.
wonder why your son walking around licking ass. He,
Z.
He sound like he's talking from experience.
I'm telling you.
He's what I'm telling you. Look, he agreeing. He ain't even there. You saying
Hey, no, I'm telling you, I've had a one bedroom before. I got that 3 bedroom quick.
ass as a baby. I thought that's what you was agreeing to. That you like asses.
Oh no. My sons don't lick asses, I don't think.
Okay, you know what? Okay,
You
finger.
baby. But anyhow, sorry. Go ahead.
All right, Z. Welcome
Yes.
to Candy Convo, my dear. You ready to get in the seat?
Sure.
So let's start with: is your child support court ordered, or is it not court ordered?
Or did you have an
Court
entanglement?
ordered. Hell no.
She
It's
just
court
said
ordered.
that she has an entanglement. Y'all gonna leave
She
Red
did.
Table Talk alone because I'm not kidding. She said what she said.
I just had to ask it out there. You know, that's like multiple choice. You gotta give out all the options. And
What made you petition the court for child support, Z? Tell us a little bit about your story.
Well, I had a point where my children did live with their father for like 3 years. And when I got back situated, I got them back. I asked them, help me put them in camp, or I send them to you, like we alternate weeks, something to do something with them for the summer so they're not just sitting around. Everything that I tried to do on an agreement, everything was no. So I was like, okay, fine. I know how to handle this. Since the judge has to force you to do something, this is what we're gonna do. And that still took like a year before they got it in order. And like when we initially went, they came up with an amount. Then when we had to go back, they had increased the amount. I said, he still got to live. I don't want it. It's not about the money. It's about the
Right.
responsibility more than anything.
Right.
But yeah, $25,000 later, we still ain't paid. So
Wow.
I'm sorry. Hold on. How much? You said 25G?
I did.
That's how much somebody owe you?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I'm at 37. I'm at 37 right now. As of this morning.
How
As
somebody
of,
I'm
owe
only
you?
at 10.
How
I'm
somebody
only
owe
at
you
10 some change.
they a whole pastor. None of my business.
See,
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that. I didn't mean to say that.
I'm gonna say it. My baby mama is a pastor, so if you follow her, you going to hell with her.
Oh Lord, where's the bus stop? Where's the bus stop? Because I'd be
Bald headed hoe shit.
Church fan, church fan needed. Church fan needed.
Where's the fan?
Hold
That is
on.
definitely a first. That's one of the funeral home fan ways on that one. Never would have made it back.
you got a home on that rock.
You got rock.
That's the rock, yeah. You gotta do the rock.
You got a mint. You need to mint.
That's a good one.
Whoa, what?
Dang.
Whoa.
Right. That Venus.
See,
Venus. You
hold
Yes.
on. I would shoot somebody for $161,000.
That's a sidebar conversation with Venus.
Well, Venus, call me. I know people.
Don't.
Venus.
That's a Baltimore townhouse.
Three of them.
For,
3 easy.
And
it's
3
in the city, two of them.
And you get the addicts to go with it.
and a reno loan.
Yes,
That's the
that's
addict.
the lawn decor.
I'm done.
We all with you, Venus. What the Zeta say? Look, Zeta say. Oh, John.
Huh?
We is not. This is not first 48. We is not paying nobody meals. We is not buying nobody McDonald's cheese.
Hey, shut your thick ass up.
Right. Hey, Venus, you buy him a couple You bake him a couple cupcakes though. He might. He likes to eat.
So we are nonviolent.
Yeah.
We are nonviolent. So
We are.
Z,
We're gonna try it out.
I'm gonna do the church finger with you. So Z, what? So tell us, how many children do you have and their ages?
2. My son's 17 and my daughter is 12.
Okay. And what is it like? When is the last time you did receive child support? And was it enough?
In March, and it was like $74.10.
I'm
Oh.
sorry, you said. I'm sorry, I can't hear these numbers. These numbers, $74 and what?
And 10 cents.
Get the hell. At least you got the tax.
It was real special. But I think within the last 7 months, he's probably worked about 5 jobs. So
Wow.
he probably got about 6 more to go for the year.
So do you think he's intentionally bouncing around and try to avoid child support?
Absolutely.
And from what I hear, that's standard, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna say just male. We're gonna say male and female because John put a whole new spin to it, right? So we know that
she's a bouncer. She's a bouncer, and I ain't talking about club.
I'm about to say she bounce clubs and preach Jesus. What is really? She is got them streams of income coming, honey. I mean, I ain't judging,
Get it how you live.
I am.
You know how you do. What you say? You judging?
I'm definitely judging. I need my coins.
Listen.
Yeah, I need mine too.
So listen, we want to know from the audience and from you, ladies and gent, do y'all think receiving, the other parent is kind of getting off easy, right? Because what we know is, well, let me not say what I don't know. I don't think that a person that's paying child support is really, really understanding that what you're paying me is not really half of what this child expenses is. That kind of determines how much you're gonna pay based on that percentage or whatever state.
Yeah.
So like they're not really figuring out that this child is taking this high-ass gymnastics class, this tutoring session, their feet
cheerleading,
they can use and they're not taking any of that into consideration.
That's extracurricular stuff.
Right. And so that's not factored in though.
So should it be factored in? Should it be factored in? I'm just asking.
I think it should.
Yeah.
I think every activity.
Right. Well, wait. The camp is considered. Like, yeah, that is.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So hear me out. First of all, a modification takes like 6 to 9 months. So if you go back for a moderation, your kid will definitely be another age, and it will probably go down, and they will definitely be like, it will be like, well, that was the camp, that was summer camp. It's Christmas pageant now, so it'll be over.
Christmas pageant.
Yeah, because it will be the summer when you go back for summer camp extra, and then by the time you get to court, it'll be Christmas pageant.
You don't have me looking at my damn computer. Wait a minute.
So what I'm saying is they don't take that into consideration.
Time out. Hold on, where's the computer people? I spent Tito's all over my damn computer. And computer gonna die.
What the
She went from 974 to 350. I'd have shot somebody right there too.
But listen, hold on. I wanted to go back to this real question that somebody had. That they said that they need to hear, that women and men say women put men on child support because they bitter. I do hear that. I hear that quite a bit. What's your thoughts? What's your thoughts on that?
I'm very much not bitter. Trust me. I want somebody to get him and get his life together because it's just not my job. All I want him to do is take care of his children. Even if he did more for them, I would go clear the joint down. I've zeroed it out before. I can zero it out easy. It's not about that.
I'm not zeroing shit out. I promise you. I'm about to go file a judgment. A judgment lasts forever.
What'd you say? You want yours?
Hey, I'm gonna get mine. I'm gonna get at least 35 of it. I promise you. I don't care what you do in life. I'm gonna get at least 35.
You make us stand out when she passed that offering plate for that love offering.
That's what I said. When she make it big as a crooked pastor, I'm gonna get mine.
But let me go because I want to go
in the selling the miracle water.
I'm gonna be right here.
But no, real talk. Real talk.
Yeah, and I think that some women. Let me go ahead and say that I believe some women do put men on child support because of their bitter.
Definitely,
they do.
Definitely
do because their relationship has ended, or because they is going back and forth between them and somebody else, or they want them back. Like I believe all of that hood rat shit goes on. I definitely
It definitely does.
and the child is go ahead, sweet tea. Let me go ahead and let you throw in there. Go ahead.
But regardless of whether they're bitter or not, that child still needs the support.
Absolutely.
So whether I'm bitter or not, you still need to pay for your responsibility. Like, so all that, whatever the reasoning for pursuing child support, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Okay, so my question is, so why wait until it's a disagreement or argument to put the other person on child support? Why don't you just do it
Right.
off the break? That's my only issue with it. If you and this dude been fucking for say 5 years, y'all got a 6-year-old child, and you knew he wasn't shit, but y'all was vibing, he was over there cooking tacos and shit, and he chilling, and then y'all get into an argument because he stay out one night and you tell him come back to the house and he like, nah, I'm hanging out with my crew. He be like, oh, you ain't shit. You a terrible father. And then they go to the courthouse and put you on child support over an argument. And I'd be like, yo, it's so many dudes to get on child support from a single argument. And I think that's the part that's messed up with the system because a female could be mad about one thing. And I ain't gonna say it might be petty to us, but it might be something that genuinely hit her, like hit that spot to her. But I really feel like she was thinking about it and be like, you know what? I ain't gonna argue with you. I need you to give me some money for such. And he might genuinely don't have it that day or whatever. But she might be like, nah, you don't never got it. But he might be really like one of these dudes that's out here fucked up. So at the end of the day, if he don't have it, but you're mad, so child support not gonna get it to you no faster because then, and I'm not using you as an example, Z, but it's gonna be one of the things where like the dude gonna just bounce around from job to job and you're not gonna get it anyway. So what you're not gonna do is bring a bitter dude into a child support situation because then he gonna be like, fuck it, I don't need to get no real job. I can just do little shit here and there, and everybody
his little bags of edibles.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? That's all he tried to do. He gonna be a promoter.
That's what he is.
He gonna turn into a promoter and be at the club.
Promoter.
Hold on, your baby father sell T-Malls? You say he sell T-Malls?
See?
No,
that's the new hustle.
No, he's actually an electrician. That's the sad part. No, he's actually an electrician.
I'm about to say, I know some niggas sell T-Malls.
Somebody said we're not even gonna mention the emotional part.
There you go. That's it.
Yeah, that's true. But
the number one thing, and if they still fucking, she gonna be emotional.
Oh yeah.
That's it.
Emotional core. Y'all need to cut
That's it. That's it.
Take care of your kids or roll the fucking room.
Wait, Sweet Tea.
Miss Sweet Tea, we got you. What you got?
My advice is when you break up with that female, go ahead to the courthouse, file for everything. What visitation, custody, whatever it is, because you're still risking. Why don't you get ahead of the game? A lot of somebody said, men are afraid to even Brad said it, to even fight for their own rights. Like when I deal with dudes who have kids and their baby mother act all crazy, go to court.
Go to court.
Go to court.
That
way you're not coming in. You're being proactive, and then the judge is going to take you seriously, and they're going to take everything that you say into consideration, and then they'll be fair.
One thing I've always been on all my paperwork, I've always been the plaintiff. I've never been a defendant because I took her ass to court first. And when I say that shit makes a difference, they always, when I go to child support, they always be like, Mr. Howard, we see that you owe 30-something, 20-something thousand, 30-something. I'll be like, ho. I'm the plaintiff. I'm the person that get child support. They be looking at our paperwork. They be shuffling papers and shit. They be like, let me see. Oh, we're sorry. Let me look at this again. You ain't gotta look again. Take your time. I told the judge one day, take your time.
I think that, but you know what? I think honestly, when you think about the court systems, they're very sexist and they're really geared towards the mother. I mean, me being a woman, I'm just gonna admit it. And I work for social services. I mean, I see it all the time. It's so much more difficult for them to believe that a man will step up and do what they need to do versus the woman. Mm-hmm. But I definitely, the person that said it's very emotional, I definitely agree with that because my ex-husband, I have a wonderful husband now. He's a great provider. But my ex-husband was like my best friend. And so like when we went through the divorce, it was very amicable. Everything was really agreed upon. and everything was going really well. It wasn't until I moved on that he decided, okay, now I'm not going to provide you this financial child support on a regular
Mm-hmm.
basis. And like I think I mentioned to you yesterday, John, I was minding my business and accepting whatever coins, and honestly not factoring it into my budget because my
At
girl,
all.
I have a 22-year-old that's in college that's doing what she needed to do, and at that time she was like 18. And we have now I have a 13-year-old, and so my focus was providing for them. He had he took me to court for a modification, and I thought interesting because I was like, well, how can you do this? You know? So then when we get there, it was interesting because the magistrate was so upset. She was like, I don't understand why you're bringing her to court because she's doing everything. I have the kids on my insurance. I'm paying
Mm-hmm.
college. Victoria probably took her first student loan out maybe just this last year. I was literally paying for her college tuition. Um,
Wow.
and she goes to Morgan State University. That is not cheap.
Mm,
So I'm working
no.
2 jobs and I'm doing these things. But I'm gonna tell you something. Here's the emotional part of it. And so sometimes you got to decide to take the high road. She asked me, she said, the magistrate said, how much do you think that you need? And I looked at him and I said, the question is, how much can he afford? Because I want him to still be able to live. Because if he's stressed and he's going through things, then that's just going to make it all the harder. And
Exactly.
you know what the magistrate said? That was a gift.
Wow.
Gift.
I want to jump into this question real quick. So when you separate the kid involved, is it expected to have an issue with support? I'm gonna jump out there and say I think it is expected, but so like me and my ex-husband, Leilani's dad, Alvin, and I'm gonna say his name. I hope I don't get in trouble.
He's definitely gonna cuss you out.
Mind your business.
Yeah.
So mind your business. So anyhow, you know, we when we divorced and when we separated, you know, we had a conversation about what support looks like. And we didn't need an attorney, we didn't need a judge, anything to tell us what we needed for our child. And so even though we went through a divorce, our child was something that we agreed on. And so we were able to kind of, I guess you say, take the high road or whatever and discuss what was good, you know, for him to give me every month. And we've been in the same cycle for years. But what it is when I call and say Leilani needs, Leilani gets. And so he knows that I'm not out here, you know, balling out of control. I ain't having all these first of the month parties and all that stuff because what he gives me don't count for half.
Yeah.
Don't count for half. But I know that if she needs, he provides. And so I don't need to go to court to have a judge say, oh, Alva, you need to pay T so-and-so $1,000 a month. Because I know that if I call and say Leilani needs, Leilani needs. But I also know that that's a privilege. That's a privilege that I have. And that there are a lot of mothers and dads who don't have that same relationship with their co-parent. So that's why I'm gonna sit back with my privilege and let people who may not see it the way that I did. I'm gonna sit on my damn privilege today because I'm glad I ain't gotta go to court. I ain't got it. Thank you, Alvin.
My judge gonna put you out.
He's like, what? You ain't had to fight him for nothing, and you back in here for what? Because ballhead hoe shit. So
you know what? It was crazy because when we were going through the divorce, they included it in the divorce. But then you can go afterwards. Say that again.
Our judge told me he wasn't doing all that. He ain't.
Oh, okay. Well, wow. Well, here in Baltimore County, they included it. But
this county, they did not.
What I thought was so crazy was I was like, I'm good because we decided that I thought it would be more reasonable, right? Yeah. I have sole physical custody and we have joint legal custody, right? Mm-hmm. But I still want him to have some say in the kid's life. But I think one of the comments was like, I really told the magistrate, I said, listen, I just want him to know them and to spend time with them. Like, I don't care about his coin. I think I get something like $178 every 2 weeks. And at one point I got $27, $13. I really don't count it and factor it into my budget. I'm joking.
You can't.
I know. Yeah. Yeah, I did.
I'm back.
I did. I did. But I think at the end of the day, when someone says, is it expected when you separate that there's going to be an issue with support? I don't think I don't like to create a norm out of nonsense.
Right. It should not be an issue.
No,
it shouldn't.
Because you knew that you took care of your child while we was together. Your child still taken care of now that we're not together. So who the hell supposed to fill that gap? That's what it all boils. That's math. A plus B equals C. We knew that before we even knew anything else. We knew A plus B equals C.
But
I don't know what the hell the B and the C is, but we knew that it equaled each other. And if you switch the letters, it equals it if you do subtraction. We learned that shit in third grade.
Well, you know what I was really shocked about, because let me tell y'all, full disclosure, the first time I went to child support, right? Because my ex-husband and I were like best friends. The first time I went there, I literally cried like a baby afterwards. It was so bad because I had this stranger, right, sitting here asking me how much I make and asking him how much he makes. And I'm just like, it was just really sad and emotional. What does it say?
I lost my damn hat. Somebody said their husband was Renee. Peaches said, my ex-husband was in jail though I divorced. So what could he do with 27 cents a day?
She irritating.
What's 6% of 27 cents? Because that's
0.3.
Is that 0.27?
Yeah, he was in jail, so you know they only make 27 cents a day.
Oh, doing like license plates or little weird.
License plates? What?
I don't think they might make.
I
think they make Old Bay seasoning in Maryland.
What?
No, they do license plates in Maryland too. My ex
Old Bay seasoning?
My ex was the
Hold on, Venus said he was going to keep the kids. I was fine with that. Then he reneged. Many women are really okay with the man having custody. Ooh, that's a good question.
Okay.
I mean, if you know you're not ready.
Okay.
See, listen. I'm gonna tell y'all this real quick. With my situation, the judge gave me custody to scare her. I never asked for custody. I didn't want custody. I never asked for it. What? He gave me custody. He was like, "No, you need to take custody on paperwork so you can be able to do what you got to do to find your kids." So when we found them years later, he was like, "Oh no, this motherfucker crazy," and that's why he gave me custody. I was like, "I don't want it." You can ask my ex-wife now, but you ask my brother, my best friend, God rest his soul. You guys, all my family, man. I told everybody, I was like, I do not want custody because I ain't want full custody. I was like, I don't want no damn full-time kids. I'm good with every other weekend. I can be at the classics on Friday, Trey Wins on Saturday, Club Elite on Sunday, and I was good with that, Joe. I was so good. I just wanted to know that they were okay.
Probably every 3 months for my 13-year-old, or maybe every 6 months. Like I hardly ever. I
agree.
I'm over it. Yeah. He never spent any time with me. Anyway.
It ain't for men. I can promise you that.
I know we done talked about a whole bunch of stuff today.
Yeah, we have.
But then we got our specialist, 18. 18.
Yes, I'm here.
What we done missed?
Huh?
What you got for us? Like, we done seen a bunch of stuff happen today. And
Yeah,
I need for you to let us know what kind of stuff you right at court. Uh-oh. See, she walking through the hallway doing some bald head hoe shit. See what I'm saying? Come on, you froze, Steve. Where you at, girl? Let me play her music. Maybe
how come I can only see her now? What happened?
Because she on a solo screen. What you want? Come on here. Come on. There you go. There you go. Take your head off.
What happened?
Hold on. What's that? Why am I can only see me now?
Take your head off.
Right.
Take your head off. Take your head off all the way. Take your head off, y'all. Welcome back, sir. So what kind of stuff have we been missing? What kind of stuff some bald head host up going on today?
So bald headed hoe shit is not really necessarily hoe shit. It's just like being comfortable with who you are, being sexually liberated, doing what you want, regardless.
Doing what you want. So that whole bald head hoe stuff is like that's like a negative connotation that doesn't necessarily have to be there. Right? Because you saying it's something fun. It's like you just being you, right? So it ain't nothing negative. John, if you don't take that goddamn
I'm back.
We are definitely coming to the end of the show, guys.
those shots at the top of the show, we're gonna have to switch this game around a little bit. At the top of the show got me sweating. I got the damn box fan on.
Why don't we thank everybody for joining?
I don't know, but I had a question for Sweet Tea.
What's your question?
So, Sweet Tea, what is some bald head hoe type shit that people do with their real child support check?
Hey,
I wanted to know.
I want to know too. I'm looking for ideas. I'm looking for ideas.
You can't hear you. I don't know. You're gonna fix it. What you say? Looking for ideas? You
I'm
already
looking for ideas. I got a hot 373 in there right now from my stimulus check. So
you doing good. You
can I
doing
get
good.
a chicken box? Baltimore style?
a chicken box. That's that Baltimore shit.
You can't be on a show with the Baltimore chicken. T, kick him out.
Can you hear me?
Kick him out, T.
We can hear you now.
Okay.
Hold on. Pictures also want to
Damn,
make
but I
sure
can't
that
hear y'all.
you can't hear us. She said she told her ex-husband that he was making more money selling ass in jail than working. So
I can't
I'm
hear
done with
y'all.
her.
I don't know what's going
I
on.
love Peaches. We gotta have her back on.
that's our resident sex
I can't
expert.
hear y'all.
Crab.
Damn
But
nut.
get it, crabs. Get your nails done. Getting your hair done. Get your outfit. Shopping on Fashion Nova.
Oh wow.
The Fashion Nova.
Yes, get hookah at the club.
Okay. All right.
What?
You guys
Why
have been
can't I
amazing.
hear y'all?
This has been amazing. I've really enjoyed today. It's been a great end to the week.
Yes.
Great end to the week.
Bluetooth mode.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for joining us.
Her phone on Bluetooth.
That's all right.
Somebody said, "What's our cash out?" We don't have no cash out.
But we will after the show.
We gonna get a cash out?
Yes.
Some bald head hoe shit too.
Stop it.
Hold up, y'all as in everybody or like me personally?
No, not you.
Oh, I just had to ask.
I mean, right.
Okay, listen, finger, everybody, listen. You guys are amazing.
Nobody want to see you.
We appreciate y'all so much. Thank you, John. Thank
No
you.
problem. Thank you all.
We're gonna let you go. We see you in the car.
Yes.
Sweet Tea.
Where can folks follow y'all at real quick?
Follow me on Facebook at Get It Boy.
All right.
Instagram at Funky Rags Fresh with a Z.
That's right. They got all your custom stuff for you.
I'm on Instagram at Miss P 1017.
That's you?
That's her. See what I'm saying?
Shut up, Brad.
Tatiana.
I'm on Instagram, Vanity Concept. Yeah,
Vanity Concepts. Vanity Concepts.
Vanity Concept LLC. My modeling agency.
Yes, I'm trying to be a plus size model. I've been telling you for years. And I lost my third stomach. I lost my third stomach, so I'm about ready.
Plus.
So wait a minute. I'm sorry. Wait a minute. So that's Vanity Concepts. Okay, we'll have to check that out. I'm definitely gonna check that out, T.
Okay, we're gonna do a cash app. We'll do one. I need one for my medicinal fund.
Okay, you know what, T? We're about to head out. Z, how can people stay in contact with you and connect with you?
Miss P 1017 on Instagram.
All right. Well, guys, thank you so much. T, you gonna take us out?
You can take us out.
You gonna take us out?
Thank y'all for joining. Thanks for joining us tonight. We appreciate y'all for joining. Candy Convos with T and Kid. We see y'all next Friday. Be safe, not sorry. Pay your child support to your kids. Wash your hands, wash your face, and fuck them kids.
Oh, God.